What is a semaphore? For common definition, semaphore is a variable that has an integer value but is open when only 3 operations are defined. The question is, which 3 operations for the semaphore? The answers are: semaphore may be initialized to a non-negative integer value, same wait operation decrements the semaphore value, and same signal operation increments the semaphore value. What's important is, remember that there is another way to inspect or manipulate a semaphore besides of these 3 operations. We can understand semaphore as a traffic light, a car as the process. When the light is red, it refers to same wait and give the car the signal to stop and wait. When the light is green, it refers to same signal and give the car the signal to go.
Consequences. Number 1. There is no way to know before a process decrements a semaphore whether it will block or not. Imagine the car as process. Some will pass the traffic, but some might not. Imagine you're driving on a road and approaching a traffic light. The light is green, but it could turn red at any moment. You don't know when it will change. If it does turn red, you'll have to stop. This is similar to semaphore. We don't know when it will block or not.
Number 2. There is no way to know which process will continue immediately on a uniprocessor system when 2 processes are running concurrently.
Imagine a single-lane bridge where cars from both directions want to cross. Both want to cross, but both doesn't know who will go first. Eventually, they will pass, but we never know who first. Imagine a single-lane bridge where cars from both directions want to cross. If 2 cars arrive at the same time, only one can cross. But it's uncertain which one will go first. It's unpredictable which process will continue immediately. Number 3. You don't know whether another process is waiting, so the number of unblocked processes may be 0 or 1. Imagine car at toll booth on a highway. The car can't see if there is a lorry is waiting on the other side. After paying the toll, there could be a lorry waiting on the other side, or none at all. Think of cars at toll booth on a highway. A car doesn't know if there are others car waiting on the other side. After paying the toll, the number of cars that can start moving could be none or just 1. This is similar to not knowing if another process is waiting.
Weak versus strong semaphore. Imagine weak semaphore like a traffic light that turns green in the order that cars arrive. In this case, weak semaphore doesn't strictly enforce the order of arrival. But sometimes a fast car might 300 meters ahead of a slower car even if the slower car arrives first. In the same way, a process that requests access later might get it before a process that requests earlier if it's faster. A strong semaphore, on the other hand, is like a traffic light with a very strict traffic police officer. The officer makes sure that the cars go exactly in the order they arrive, no matter how fast or slow they are. The cars that came first will always go first no matter what. Just like the traffic officer who ensures cars go in the order they arrive, a strong semaphore ensures the processes enter the critical section in the exact order they request access.
The situation is, one or more producers are generating data and replacing this in a buffer. A single consumer is taking items out of the buffer one at a time.
Problem is to ensure that the producer won't try to add data into the buffer if it's full, and that the consumer won't try to remove data from an empty buffer.
The solution is Semaphore. It acts as a counter that will manage the buffer so that the producer and consumer can use the buffer without any problem.
Now, let's continue to the last part of Semaphore, which is the implementation of Semaphore. The imperative that the same wait and same signal operations can be implemented as atomic primitive. It can be either hardware or software. Only one process may manipulate Semaphore. Any software schemes can be used, for example, Deco's algorithm and Peterson's algorithm. Last but not least, another alternative way is use one of the hardware support scheme.